It's March 29th already, and so it's been a busy week so far. I managed to finish my 2 paintings late last night, got them around midnight, so that they would have ample time to dry, and I put them in my furnace room, so the extra heat would speed up the process. I made the mistake of putting them outside in the sun today, I think. I thought the sunshine sort of might help with drying, but it's more about how warm the air is versus yeah. So anyway, that was a mistake, but I'm sure they'll be ready because they are getting pretty dry by today. Had Jennifer Clemente sign up for all 6 of our workshops down at Lakeshore Muse, so that's exciting. She's a photographer in Barrie, and she took some printmaking with Tim Lauren last summer, so she's sort of wanting to delve back into it, experiment with different materials, and maybe find a way to incorporate printmaking into her own studio, so that she doesn't have to head to Georgia to take a course or a bigger print studio. Needs a bigger print studio. I picked up my work at Gallery 1313 down in Toronto on Sunday, so that show finished, the Eco show. I went to Wolfert's to buy some more big jars of paint. They're on a ridiculous price right now. And of course dropped 2 of them in the parking lot, and so got green and yellow paint all over my black leather coat, my gray leather boots, a good pair of jeans, and so anyway, there's always a little bit of drama. We started painting today in my studio. So that acidy green, almost called sort of like a pear green. Anyway, so I get that in the trim and did 1 coat on all my doors, and a couple of bins are painted that color. So I think it's going to look really bright against the white and create a real punch for when people come in. The vault space is all emptied out, so I'm just going to put a coat of floor paint on there and then start advertising for calls for installations from local artists. You know, I just know that primarily as a painter or collage artist, that to have a little space to try out installations is always fun, so I think this will be a good idea. Tomorrow I'm going on Rogers Television to do a little brief promo for the Spring Barrie Art Tour. I'm taking my banner there, and that's at 10 o'clock, and then I have to frame up the remainder pieces for my trip to London on Thursday. So just a matter of getting those knotted up and in the frames, and then taking them over to Gary Fine Art Framing for him to put the backs on. And I put some hanging wire on there, and we're good to go. I'll also be picking up some of the paintings that they already have in their art rental program, and I'm not sure whether to bring them back here or not, or take them to Al at the Art Exchange in London, Ontario, because he has all my palette knife paintings, and I sort of want to just give him all that stuff and let him be sort of the sole dealer of that stuff. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, the grand sort of opening ceremony for the banners is on Thursday, which is the day I'm heading to London, so I'm going to miss that. But that's from 10 to 12 at the Rotunda Hall, so if anybody wants to come out and see those banners before they actually get hung, it'll be a neat event. There'll be snacks and things like that. I believe all the members of the Barrie Art Club or the Spring Art Tour are required to bring some snacks. And what else do we got going on? We finally signed up for tours in Barrie today, so I dropped off our check for Lakeshore Muse. So that reminds me, I have to email them a whole bunch of stuff for our website. So they will take 4 photos, a little brief write-up on all 4 of us, and and also a logo. So anyway, I think it's a good investment if we're going to do that. I also headed up to a gallery that's part of a bigger institution that deals with mental health or people who have social issues. I forget the name of that clinic, but that's up on Ferris Lane. So they have gallery space and there are tons of gallery walls, and Victoria Potter is now their curator for their environment. So if you look up Victoria Potter on Facebook, I think she also goes as Morning Whisperer when she is doing art, and want to contact her for an opportunity to show some work, especially if it's kind of about healing or growth or anything that's sort of positive. I'm sure she'd be glad to hear from you. So I'm looking to do a show there in maybe May or June, wanting to play with some new imagery and materials for that show. So anyway, that's that. I think that's about it. If you haven't been to Lakeshore Muse, all of the girls in Lakeshore Muse, including Barrie, our token male, are trying to update what's going on down in the Lakeshore Muse or downtown area. So it's www.lakeshoremuse.com. That's our Tumblr, and we sort of post to it daily. And saw my rat card today, the second edition of my rat card design by Corey, who's working at the Creative Space this week on sort of like a work placement program, and really excited about that. So before I go ahead with it, I'll get a few people to check it out, get some advice, maybe edit the text depending on how people interpret it, and it's always better to have more eyes than just yours looking at something. So I may even take it to some local gallery owners here and see what they think. If they were a gallery owner and received it, how would they perceive the card? And I'm also holding off on printing the rat card until I started sort of my new body of work that I'm wanting to do with textiles, because I thought it would be good to have an example of my sculptural work, or my new sculptural work on the card. So I'm not going to rush that process. I'll just do it when I feel I'm ready. What else? I think that's about it. Well, I haven't gotten official notice from Images Studio Tour, but I received an email with their minutes in it today, and my check's been cashed. So it sounds like I'm on the Images Studio Tour. So that's kind of exciting. And there's going to be a lot of promotion material sent out with that. So I think it'll be very beneficial. If you haven't come on by the space, there's a lot of changes, so I apologize if I'm in the middle of painting something. It's kind of, the smell in there right now is a little overwhelming, but it'll be much better for it when I'm all done. I met with Kwame Williams, Department of Culture, on Monday, and had some really exciting talks about the potential of getting the board, Simcoe County Board, to actually allocate a high school or a school facility to the School of the Arts. So that was kind of exciting that he's looking at the potential for that. Also looking to maybe start a pilot project called Artists Adopt a Classroom, where an artist will sort of visit the classroom, maybe do one workshop, stop in, fill them in on some business things that are going on with them, invite them to the studio or to one of their performances. And so the artist basically adopts this class. I don't know whether it's just for a year or whether they want to see the class all the way through, but obviously it would be a volunteer program. But when you think of the benefits something like this would give to the artist, not direct payment, but you figure you have an immediate audience of 20 to 30 kids, and then those 20 to 30 kids have parents and family and other friends, and so it's a really just great way to build a community. So if that pops up in the near future, I'll let you know where you can go to find that program. Marketing workshop coming up with the Department of Culture April 15th, so you need to call them, and they want a deposit of $25 just to make sure that you'll show up if you're going to reserve a space. So I would highly recommend that if you're involved with an arts organization in any way. It's about, I think it's about marketing nonprofit organizations and tapping into a younger generation. So it might not be the best workshop for an individual artist, however you may get some things out of it as well. Okay, I'm going to sign off for today. I will, now that my webcam stack is working, yay! I will try and report tomorrow, as it will be a busy day, and hopefully I'll learn lots more and give you some opportunities. Okay, good night.